Good morning, guys. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are cleaning up the weekend disaster. So this weekend we had our 5th annual Halloween event thing outside with just some close family and friends. And usually afterwards, it's a mess. So we bring everything inside and then I either clean it up that evening or the next day. But I didn't get to it because the next day we had a birthday party. I had to go to the grocery store, and I just was so tired. So I did it Monday morning. So we're getting everything back in order. There's stuff everywhere. So I have to put all of like my plates and spoons and stuff away that I buy extra. My cat, she follows me everywhere. These videos are hilarious because you can see where she's at in almost every spot. But the kitchen, dining room, and living room are the biggest messes. There's oyster crackers on my couch. I just saw that. My couch is torn up. Like, my kids, they're just crazy. So the first thing I always start with is unloading the dishwasher. I hate, like, that is the one thing I cannot stand doing is unloading the dishwasher. It takes so long because then you have to put everything away. This is one thing I cannot stand doing. But I'm just going to unload this and then load it, and we'll get some stuff done. So I got up this morning, got some clothes on, and then went and woke up my kids and come straight down here and started cleaning. This took me about 2.5 hours. I was exhausted. I was already exhausted from the weekend. I didn't have any caffeine, and then I just come in here and started cleaning. I didn't want to sit down, drink my tea, enjoy anything of the day until this was done. I've gotten to the point in my life that having a mess is okay, but then like this kind of mess is like overwhelming. Like this is what messes like stress me out. I just like having so much stuff everywhere. Just I can't handle it. But I noticed that when my husband came home at lunchtime, it was done, and I laughed. I was like, well, "This is how much I know that you don't pay attention to what I do or don't do, because the way the house looked when you left compared to the way the house looked like when you came home is a major difference, and you didn't even notice." He was looked around. He was like, "Yeah, it looks better than it did." I'm like, "Wow." That's how much my husband does not pay attention. So let me know in the comments if your husband notices these little things, because mine definitely doesn't, which is, I guess, is a nice thing, because if I don't feel like doing something or if I'm lazy or whatever, he won't even notice. So, but Hannah was eating her breakfast. There was, the food was covered up, whatever you saw. I know some people will be like, "Oh my God, you left food there for 2 days." It was covered up. It had been eaten and snacked on for 2 days, or a day, I guess. So we ate and snacked on the leftovers of the food on Sunday evening and breakfast. We had dessert for breakfast on Sunday because I didn't have any food in the house. So I am putting away Tupperware. I hate putting away Tupperware. It is, ugh. one of the most annoying things in the world. But I told myself that I was going to organize these cabinets and put everything away like it was supposed to be so that it would look nice every time that I used it, which it still has. So that feels good. So I'm sticking to that, and it helps a lot. Putting everything back together slowly, like seeing little bits of my counters coming back. It's so nice. I use the mason jars for little tea light candles outside, and a lot of wax got like spilt in them. So I think I can like boil some water. I'm not sure. I tried to like scrape it out, but I might have to like just make those my candle mason jars. I don't know, but I'm stuck with these mason jars with wax all in them. So if you have an idea how to get the wax out, let me know. Because they're mason jars, you can't get your hand in there. So it's kind of hard. I was trying to use like a butter knife to scrape it. But I'm just wiping down the counters. We're getting one thing done at a time, and it's feeling so good. All right, so right here I am just putting away all of my extras, like the styrofoam cups, plates, knives, forks, and all that kind of stuff. This top drawer I'm just cleaning out because it has all of Hannah's like little school books that I have bought over the years, like doing like little preschool stuff at home. We don't need to keep those in here anymore because I already had created a spot for them in the other cabinet. I just have never taken them out of there, but I organized this a couple weeks ago. I think it was in a video, but I just went through and put all the napkins in bags and all of the stuff in to kind of try to keep it together. But I'm just pulling it all out so I can put it away and have room for all the other new items. So over here is just a black basket that I have full of all the things that I actually used for my friend's daughter's 16th birthday party. I took a bunch of the stuff to where she was having the party, and then once we cleaned up, like we cleaned everything, and then I just packed it up and put it in my car. And I took it out the day before this event at our house. So I am now going through this basket. We had used a bunch of it for Halloween, but I'm going through it. Most of the stuff goes to the basement, like the bigger items. And then the other items I put away in the drawers, which this buffet, a lot of people will, like when they come over, they're just like amazed at like the furniture that we have and all that kind of stuff. And I want to tell people all the time, it's like, it looks like these items cost a lot, but one, they're like real wood. So it's not something that you buy from like Walmart or Target or something that you have to build and put together. These are like, real wood. So they kind of look a little bit more expensive usually. And then I just painted it. So that buffet, I got it for $50 off of Marketplace. It had a piece of like the little top part of it that was like chipped off. I got some wood filler, filled it, and painted it. And it like that was the cheapest thing ever. Like I bought a piece from TJ Maxx that was in my dining room in the years past, like right where this other piece is. It's been there for 5 years. That was the first thing I ever bought. I think I paid $99 or like $127. One of those sounds right in my head. I can't remember which one is right, but I paid more than that. I paid more for that one piece than I did for my china cabinet or the buffet. Like the china cabinet piece that's on the other wall, I paid $100 for. I was like 17th in line on Facebook Marketplace, but somehow I got it and we went and picked it up and I painted it. So these kind of things, like you just have to look. Like I am constantly looking on Marketplace for just like unique little pieces. That one wood piece that hasn't been painted, I got it for 20 bucks. A lady wanted, I think she said 45. Like it was just like an odd number. And I was just like, you did get 20? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm a good bargain yard sale shopper at heart. We grew up yard selling. So always ask for a lower price. If all they're going to do is say no, and if you really want it, at least you tried. And if you can afford what they already asked for, then go ahead and get it. But doing pieces like that make a big like difference in your home because it makes things look nicer, I guess. I don't know, but you can make difference just by painting something. You can even paint like the stuff you get from like Walmart or Target or Wayfair or whatever. You can redo those items. You just have to find the right paint that will stick to like, I don't know what that stuff is called, but I've painted those before and it can be kind of hard, but you can do it. You got to let it go. 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 I'm ready to let 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 go. You got to let it go. So we got everything done. The kitchen is all cleaned off. It feels so nice. That is one of our desserts that we're still finishing up. It is, oh gosh, guys, I know you guys know what it feels like to have like a clean home. Like it's not perfect. We still have boxes and stuff everywhere, but like the main parts of everything is like wiped down, cleaned up, vacuumed, all those kind of things. The dishes are getting done. Laundry started. It just feels good. It won't last that long, but it still feels nice. So this part is done. We do have a couple things outside. This is the backyard where we had everything. We had, this is where I used some of my front porch decorations, and I just had them over in the back just to kind of, fill up the space in the backyard. So I'm just resetting everything back up. I dropped my pumpkin, broke the stem on it, and those one will probably rot before Thanksgiving's over. But anyway, so I got all that all set up, and now I'm just going to get a couple of the pieces put away. Just a couple more things. The swing, Hannah was so determined to move it. Poor thing, couldn't do it, but she tried. So we're moving back just a couple of the items. We don't want to move the picnic table yet because we used a wagon for that, and we don't want to tear up the grass because it did rain pretty much for a day and a half, I think. So we don't want to tear up the grass. But we got the lights down. Just looking for any trash that was left. These two pieces of fabric, they're soaking wet, so I'm hanging them up to dry. But we got everything put up, lights and everything ready to go for next year. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.